In 1939, famed New York Yankee Lou Gehrig was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS. Like most people, he had never heard of it, and the prognosis was not good. He was told that all of the muscles in his body would gradually shut down, causing total paralysis, while his mind remained alert, and there was nothing anyone could do. So, as he stood surrounded by thousands of fans at his retirement ceremony, he must have felt very alone. It's a feeling many patients experience when they first learn they have Lou Gehrig's disease, because there is still no known cause or cure. But thanks to the efforts of a small group of family and friends who came together in 1977 to help Les Turner fight his battle with ALS, there is a place to go for help. First, the foundation funded a research laboratory for ALS, establishing a partnership with Northwestern University Feinberg School of Medicine that has lasted over 30 years.
I've known about the Les Turner ALS Foundation for a long time. We almost feel like they're members of the family. The connection to the foundation has allowed us to improve the caliber of science that we do, to attract and retain not only the scientists, but also the people who work in the laboratories. And at the end of the day, it takes large teams of people to carry out this exciting research.
As a faculty member and dean of the medical school, Larry Jameson has seen the Les Turner ALS laboratory grow in size and stature under the leadership of Dr. Tipu Siddique.
In many ways, Dr. Siddique and his colleagues have paved the way and helped attract some of our better scientists. His early studies that were able to map the locus for the SOD gene, the first gene discovered to cause ALS, was a major breakthrough in human genetics.
Since then, he and his team have found several more genetic links to the disease, bringing international recognition. Then, in 2008, the foundation opened a second lab.
It's wonderful to have a large laboratory like Dr. Siddique's, but it's even better when you can recruit additional partners like Dr. Osendler, who came from Harvard Medical School to join Northwestern. Her work is quite complementary to his. He works on the genetic causes of ALS, and she works on some of the growth factors. And I think between the two of them, we've extended our expertise.
And it doesn't stop there. The Les Turner Lois Insolia ALS Center at Northwestern is one of the leading multidisciplinary clinical care centers in the country, making a significant impact on the lives of patients like Steve Hieronymus, Sandy Carrigan, and Anna Pagan.
The Lois Insolia Center is such an important place for people with ALS. We have specialists for speech. We have specialists for respiratory, for genetic, for physical therapy, which is so important. And without these treatments and the doctors, where would we be?
The benefits go both ways. Patients like Anna, who has a hereditary form of ALS, give researchers true insight into the disease, while the foundation provides comfort and support.
When I first learned that there was this foundation that dealt with ALS, it eased me so much because I have 3 children, and I'm afraid that my genetics might spread through them, and I was overwhelmed with the service. Lori, the social worker, oh my gosh, she provides me with anything that I need. She got me my first walker. She even spoke to my kids to make them understand a little more about my disease. He's my heart, because there's things that it's hard for a mother to tell their kids with ALS.
Every 90 minutes, someone is diagnosed with the illness. In 10% of the cases, like Anna's, it is hereditary, but it can happen to anyone, at any age. And it can progress quickly. Typically, patients live 2 to 5 years. The symptoms are mild at first and can start in a number of ways. For Anna and Steve, it began with weakness in their limbs. It's now affecting Steve's speech, which is how it began for Sandy Carrigan.
When I received the initial diagnosis, I felt that it was important to confront the reality that was facing me immediately. With family and friends supporting me, we went about the task of preparing for the future we knew lay ahead. We were very grateful to have been put in touch with the good people at Les Turner.
To help maintain a good quality of life for patients as the disease progresses and they lose their ability to move or speak, the foundation has a bank of equipment to lend, which soon will include iPads.
I have almost stopped using my traditional cell phone because my speech is unintelligible. With the iPad, I have the fully functioning computer, with internet access, games and stories for my grandchildren, and a book reader for me. I have used it to order while dining out, ask for directions, and clarify words in my speech that were not understood.
The ALS Foundation has really made a positive impact on many areas of our life. But what really makes it wonderful for us is all of the people here are so caring, not only about my disease, but about me and my family.
That caring has inspired patients and their loved ones to help the foundation raise both money and awareness.
There are so many indignities that come along with ALS, but being cared for here and being given opportunities through the foundation to stand up, be seen, and help with awareness for ALS and be a patient advocate really helped me reclaim a voice and a dignity in my life.
My 14-year-old found that kids can get involved in fundraising, and she thought, Mom, I want to do this. I want to raise some money for a cure so you can get cured. And in less than a month, she raised $401. I'm really proud of her.
The foundation's most successful fundraiser is its annual ALS Walk for Life, which has raised more than $6 million to date. But just as important, it gives patients and their families a way to take an active role in fighting a disease that takes away so much.
Participating in the walk was an incredibly uplifting event for me, and the memory of that day will sustain me as we journey down the difficult road that lies ahead. Along with tens of thousands of other families, we have hope that the research that is being done today will result in developing a cure for ALS, saving others from the debilitating disease that we are now confronting.
I remain very hopeful. We've got the genes, we've got the cell type, we've got animal models, we've got a lot of experts, not only at Northwestern, but around the world, who are really focusing all of their efforts on ALS.
Hope is an incredibly powerful tool that we use to keep going every day. And the caring that the people give us from the foundation feeds our hope and makes our spirits really soar with happiness and meaning to keep going for the next day, week, year, decade.
They provide you with so much. I mean, any problem that I have, they're out there for me. I'm not alone.
I've never witnessed an organization that's got the passion and commitment that the Les Turner Foundation has to solving this problem and to improving the lives of people who are affected with ALS. And the families of patients remain committed not only in the time that their loved one has ALS, but really for years afterwards. And so it's a very passionate community, and it's wonderful to have the association with Northwestern.
Tonight, as we honor Northwestern University Feinberg School of Medicine and Larry Jameson for the contributions they have made to the ALS community, we look to the next 30 years with the promise of a cure and a room full of survivors.